If you ever spot this little fish, don't move and just open your mouth. This kind of fish loves swimming into other creatures' mouths so much, people call them the free dentists of the ocean.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Welcome to Forza Horizon 5, and in today's video I'm going to be playing with the Pro Stock Camaro a little bit more. I did actually have this idea to keep going and play with this car because it's actually quite fun to try and see what sort of danger sign jumps I can actually do with this thing, just to see how far I can get it to fly, pretty much. Because this is really good. If you haven't watched one of my most recent videos where basically there's a glitch in the game that has been in the game since the very beginning of the game, it's never been patched. It finally happened to me for the first time ever in 4 years. It happened to me, and I actually accidentally glitched out this danger sign jump right here, and I messed up my video pretty much. Well, it turned from me trying to get like a personal best here on this by jumping the danger sign jump backwards, so basically jumping it over the mountain and landing it on this side. It went from me showcasing how good this car is for doing that into me glitching this danger sign jump. As you can see, I've jumped 3.1 kilometers, which obviously I didn't in the game. I jumped about 800 meters. But basically the way this works is sometimes it happens, not every single time, but sometimes it happens. The game glitches out as you're doing the jump. Once you pass through the flags and you're flying in the air, if you fast travel and you move somewhere else, basically what I did is I knew my distance wasn't going to be far enough in that video, so I did the jump and I was like, I don't like this jump. I should get a new run up. So I went and I fast traveled back to this point where I can do my run up again, and it basically got rid of my score. It got rid of my score, but it didn't just get rid of my score. It counted the distance of me jumping from here all the way to here, which is about 3 kilometers away, if you include all the roads and stuff like that, which basically I'm pretty sure it included this squiggly bit of road. It basically counts the distance on the GPS on top of where you are. And yeah, I've jumped apparently 3 kilometers, which I didn't. But yeah, basically, one of you guys has suggested that I should try and still do some more stuff. Maybe something like the Event Horizon, which is also still a mountain jump. And I think a bunch of people have done it in the Pro Stock Camaro as well. So I'll give it a shot. I'll see what this thing is like for that as well. I've done it before in the Koenigsegg, as you can see. I mean, it's not like I'm far off of like the Pro Stock Camaro like jumps, but I think with maybe a bounce or a roll or something, if I can get it to do any of those things, I could definitely get it to go further than that. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I want to see if I can beat my PB on this with the car. So huge shout out to whoever recommended this. I'm sorry if I couldn't find your comment again, so I don't know who it is exactly that recommended it, but shout out to you for telling me to try the Event Horizon jump in this thing. Okay, yeah, there's rocks and things everywhere. I may need to go back to 60 FPS again. 60 FPS cap. For people that don't know, if you cap your frame rate, the terrain is actually different. It's a little bit easier to drive on. Oh my god, this is so perfect. The front end just points up in the air perfectly for me. I might land on the rocks. 105. Did that beat my PB? I actually don't even think that beat my PB. If I can get it to smash off the ground and flip forward, that would be perfect. That's what I need to do. But I'm aiming more towards the rocks. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. But I need to hit off the ground and then bounce and roll. Like, kind of like that, except without touching all 4 wheels off the floor. Okay. This is the best tune to do this with. Maybe I need to jump off to the left or to the right a little bit more. I can maybe do that. Let's try that. Look, a tiny little bit of steering at the very end, just before the jump. Now it's pointed more towards the right. Not by much, but a little bit more. Still 1051. It's good. Like, for my very first attempt at this, I've already tied by Koenigsegg. So this thing can definitely get a lot further. Okay, let's try maybe jump a different way. No steering, no nothing. Just point it in a straight line. It's even less. Yeah, my front end isn't pointed up in the air as much. Yeah, I need the front end to be, like, basically pointed straight up. Well, not straight up, but, like, more of an angle. If you've seen the video that I made when I was doing the... Okay, I need to see where the threshold is for the flags. As in, where can I actually hit the flag? Like, can I go full off to the right? Can I fly off to the left? Oh, if I can get it to do that, that is perfect. Just don't count my score and let me flip over. But I think the way to do that is I need to cap my FPS. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna fast travel. I'm gonna try and not mess up my run. Okay. I'm sorry if the video is gonna get all choppy, which I hope it doesn't. It's gonna get choppy for me because it looks ugly. But I think maybe with 60 FPS capped. Oh, that is so good. Look at how pointy it is. Oh my god, that's perfect. That is exactly what I wanted it to look like. Oh my god, it works! That's perfect. That is exactly what I needed to do. Oh my god, that is perfect. As soon as I swap over to 60 FPS, it fixes it. It actually does the thing. That's mental. Okay, come on. Don't take away my score. There's no way it's just that easy. I just needed to obviously not take away my score. I gotta just go glued into the floor. Man, that's so crazy. The higher FPS just basically stops you from doing all these landings. But I mean, I can technically now go and redo all of my danger sign jumps and get even more ridiculous scores. I'm gonna break things and then go hit them again. That's kind of why I did that. It's not pointed up in the air as much. Actually, not too bad. Come on, bounce and flip, bounce and flip, bounce and flip, bounce and flip, bounce and flip. No, didn't do it. More pointy uppy, please. Come on. I think every time I do this jump and I land, though, because it's so far, it keeps respawning all the shit here. Yeah. Why? Why? That was so good. I like the angle, that's why I'm leaving it. It's better. It is a PB. It is a PB, but it's still not good enough. Please. 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 There's no rocks, there's nothing to break. Just... No! Why did oh, I cancelled my job! It cancelled it. This is also, I feel like, one of the reasons why I don't really find these fun anymore. Like, because there's so much disparity in the frames for landing. I just feel like it messes with the actual jump itself, you know? This may have been a thing as well for previous games, but it was so much easier in, like, Forza Horizon 4, for example, to do a jump and roll, right? And you could have done it on pretty much whatever FPS you wanted. You were able to do it, the jump and roll. Whereas in this game, I feel like the jump and roll is kind of limited because you can't really do it on, like, high FPS. Whereas back on Horizon 4, you were, because I was doing it on the PC. I was playing that game on the PC, and I was hitting the jumps, and I was rolling, and I was, like, smacking into the floor and doing all that sort of stuff, and it was keeping my score. Whereas in this game, it looks like the lower the FPS, the better it is for your jumps. I mean, even for speeds, apparently, it's very, very good. If you're doing, like, speed traps and stuff like that, it's so much better for speed traps. You have a higher top speed when you're doing it. There's one of the events that I had to do for one of the Drift leaderboards, or, like, sorry, not the Drift leaderboard, the Forza leaderboards Discord server, right? Where these guys are just basically unreal at the game, and there's like a set of challenges that you can do. And one of the events was basically to drive a Mosler around a couple of corners, right? It may sound very, very simple, but you need to be absolutely spot on with the way you drive that Mosler around those corners, or else you won't get the speed that's required for you to complete the event, right? And the thing is I was playing at like 240 FPS, so basically standard game, whatever, and it was basically impossible to do. I genuinely could not do it. And then I swapped over, I brought my FPS down to 60 FPS, and I shit you not, I want to say in about 10 to 20 attempts, you know, like with little mistakes and stuff like that I've made, you know, maybe like, you know, hitting one of the poles that I shouldn't have hit, you know, like stuff like that, you know, where it kind of slows you down a tiny bit. Like, counting all those attempts, I shit you not, in about 10 to 20 attempts, I've actually completed the actual run. And it was all because I changed my frame rate. I dropped my graphics down to medium, and I changed my frame rate, capped it to 60, and I was able to do it. It's pretty mental how much of a difference that makes, just doing that in this game on the PC. So that's what I'm saying to you guys. Like, if you're playing this game on console, if you're doing any PR stunts, you should technically have a bit of an advantage against people that were playing this game at a much higher FPS on PC. So technically, having a good system on this game actually hinders you for PR stunts. Actually, even rival events, I want to say. Even rival events, it's better to play on a bit of a worse system. Okay, last jump, I think. I have done my runs here. I've beaten my PB, which is good. But yeah, I can't get it to roll and stick. I can't stick the landing basically after it rolls. I just cannot get it to do it. It is just not happening. There's just something about it that just doesn't want to let me hit my landing. This is going for the rocks in it. Oh, fuck. It's actually a really good jump. But because it's going for the rocks, I can't let it fly. I want to do one landing. One landing that I'm going to be happy with, and then I'll leave it alone. I'll leave that one. Oh, that one should be fine. We'll let this one fly. Hit the landing. Hopefully bounce and flip. No. No. Wait, did I cancel? Okay, I counted my score. I don't want to do the jump and then the thing. So 1087 is where I finished off with, really. It's not... It is definitely better than what I had before. It was like 1050 or 1060 that I had before. So it's a little bit better. Yeah. I mean, Koenigsegg is going to be the exact same thing. Koenigsegg is the same thing. You get it to jump and then roll. And that's practically it. Is there any other events that I can actually try and use this thing for? Maybe this? This could work? Nah, the Koenigsegg's the best for this, by the looks of things. There's nothing really out here that I can really use the pro stuff for, I don't think. I think every single event that you see here is you need a mental run up, and then you have to hit it like hard. I could try this. I could try use one of the I'm trying to have a look at what the best run up is for this. I don't think it's that way. Maybe between the festival and this, maybe this way. So if I start up at the top of the mountain here, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it. Swap over to the Koenigsegg as well. Oh my god, the frame rate of this game is so ass. Playing like this, it genuinely hurts my eyes playing like this. It's awful. It genuinely hurts my eyes. Oh my god. Alright, I don't know what tune is on this thing, but I'll swap over to the correct one. It has to be a run-up tune, which I've showcased in one of the previous videos, one of the most recent videos actually. Come on, game. Off-road grip V4, is that the one? I can't remember which one it is now. No, there has to be a run-up, right? I don't know what it's called exactly. Maybe it is off-road grip V4. Maybe this is the run-up tune. Oh, it looks like this is the tune that's already on it anyway. Okay. I think this one here... Then I hit the run-up. If I set it... I did set it, didn't I? So basically use this. Get as much speed as I possibly can. Get this thing to speed up as much as possible. I don't know if it's good landing in the festival. Or should I try and miss it? This seems alright. I mean, this distance that I'm gonna get here with this thing is gonna be fucking mental compared to what I've had before. Oh, rocks. Yeah, okay. I see an issue here. Aim to the left. There we go. Just like that. More left, even. Even more left. Much further to the left. This should help. No jumping sideways, please. Be very much appreciated. Okay, that bounciness there needs to stop. Stop the sideways jumping game, please. I broke so much shit. Please just hit the landing. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. Can I aim it even more to the left? There is a rock and some shit in the way, but... trying to get as much of a run up as I possibly can. Okay. Is there a jump there that I can swap over from this? Probably is, to be honest. I mean, the distance that I'm getting is so much further than before. I don't know if I like the angle though that I'm landing at. I probably should land somewhere. Or maybe I have to jump this backwards or something. There has to be like a different way to jump this, right? Maybe highway. I wonder if the highway is the way to do it. I mean, it's a PB, but I wonder if driving on the highway and then skipping everything is the way to do it, to be able to get that distance. Or is the way that I'm doing it right now the way to do it? I don't think it is. Unless I use the road and I skip it, but I genuinely think that it might be the way that I'm saying. Like, what if I use the road? Well, what's going to be the difference here? Yeah, I don't like that bit. Let me start turning it earlier. Oh, I kind of like this angle though. Oh, that would have been so clean though if I landed it. Is there a way I can like miss that or like skip it? Yeah, I need to try and get it to not do that. I mean, that works. There you go. Oh, there's a sneaky little wall there. I might hit the fucking blimp. There's a sneaky little wall there. Interessante. What if you miss the wall and jump straight to the left? Missed the house, missed the house, missed the house. 626. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm happy with that. I got some PBs. Yeah, they're not really the best, but like, you know, whatever. Yeah, that's why I need a better run-up. I genuinely think that the best run-up for this is coming down the mountain. I genuinely think that that is the way to do it. There's definitely a way that I see it coming down this way, like this, and then kind of skipping the festival between the rocks and everything, and then just hitting this straight up. And you can probably jump the entire town. If I do it properly. I'm trying to think, like, what other way can I really approach this from what angle? Even coming across this way, I don't think it's the best way to do it. Should I just give it one more shot coming across, like, this side? But, again, it's going to be the same run-up that I've just done right now. Because technically the speed, I don't really need this long of a run-up, because I'm getting, like, 250, 260 as I'm there, right? As I'm getting there. It's just the amount of hops and bounces and stuff like that when I'm there that really slow me down. So apart from that, the rest of the terrain just seems fine. Like this, you just constantly break it and then it, like this, I don't need to do that. Like, I don't see that that is the way to do it. What about the highway? Is there any way of skipping all of this shit and going down the highway? Maybe hitting it from this angle? Could try it. But again, the highway is just not really the best way to approach this. I'm coming off at like a very weird angle. At least the highway is the only one that I can actually get like a lot of speed very easily. I can get to like 250, 260 pretty easily. Like, I need to get off the highway, like ASAP. Like, I'm doing this, but like... Okay, brilliant. I am still on off-road tires, which I could technically use a better kart for a run-up, right? That's fine. I'm just trying to see what approach can I really take here. Like, I have to come off the highway, like, now. And it's basically the same shit anyway. I'm only doing 180 odd miles an hour. Here's some shit terrain. Oh, and then there's a hump before the hump. Yeah, that is not it. Backwards, maybe? Nah, backwards definitely not. There's way too many jumps. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah, there's different ways to approach all this sort of shit. I mean, obviously, if I really wanted to get into it, like, deep, I'd like just look it up. But it's more fun to try and figure it out myself, really. But I genuinely think that there's two ways of this, right? There's one way where I'm coming straight from the festival, which is what I was doing. And I think there's one of them where you come down the mountain and you go across this angle here. Like from here. And you hit it. But you have to miss everything. And as soon as you get onto the highway, I need to miss all of this shit as well. Because there's a big jump from here. If I go closer to the right. So this is probably like the other cleaner way to do this. Is from this way. Maybe you don't need it to go all the way down, like from on top of the mountain. And these are rocks that I was trying to miss earlier. It's also going into nighttime, so I really don't want to do this at night then. Because it really messes with what I can see. Like, is this the angle to approach this? This is what I'm saying, like there's so many different ways I think that you could approach this up. I think maybe that is one of them as well. And again, there's loads of shit to break and all that sort of stuff. Ooh. Big bounce. Send me across the map. Big glitch. No. Okay. Well, that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy it. I am very, very tempted to try and make a video, like I said, where I basically try and play this game at, like, basically standard resolution for me, which is like 240, and then try it on the PS5, which is capped at, I can get it to be capped at 30 on the PS5. So if I can get it to be capped at 30 on the PS5, I want to try to see if I can do the same jumps and see what distances I can get. I feel like that would be kind of fun to maybe try it. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see me experiment with that. I'm definitely down to try and give it a shot, like I said, if you guys are interested in seeing it. But for now, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.